How deep the Father's love for us, how vast beyond all measure, that He should give His only Son to make a wretch His treasure. How great the pain of searing loss! The Father turns His face away, as wounds which mar the chosen one bring many sons to glory. He holds the man upon a cross, my sin upon His shoulders. Ashamed, I hear my mocking voice call out among the scoffers. It was my sin that held Him there, until it was accomplished. His dying breath has brought me life. I know that it is finished. I will not boast in anything, no gifts, no power, no wisdom, but I will boast in Jesus Christ, His death and resurrection. Why should I gain from His reward? I cannot give an answer, but this I know with all my heart: His wounds have paid my ransom. Why should I gain from His reward? I cannot give an answer, but this I know with all my heart: His wounds have paid my ransom.
What happened on the Saturday of Passion Week? Friday is explained so well and with great detail. Then you get to Saturday in the scriptures and there's not much explained what happens. But I'm sure in the minds of the disciples and in the people that were at Golgotha the day before, there's numbness, there's loss, there's shock, maybe a plethora of emotions going through many, many people's minds. Just like the loss that the disciples experienced that weekend, we often have to deal with that same loss. They have the loss of their leader, their teacher, the one that maybe they were placing their hope physically in. And I'm sure that as Saturday went on throughout the day, they were asking questions, oftentimes without an answer. Maybe spending some time talking and discussing the past few days or the past few years, reminiscing. Maybe even some went to the synagogue to pray and to think. But there is one thing that we do know that happens on the Saturday. It's found in Matthew chapter 27, verses 62 through 66. It says this: On the next day, which followed the day of preparation, the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered together to Pilate, saying, Sir, we remember, while he was still alive, how that deceiver said, After 3 days I will rise. Therefore command that the tomb be made secure until the 3rd day, lest his disciples come by night and steal him away, and say to the people, He has risen from the dead. So the last deception will be worse than the first. Pilate said to them, You have a guard. Go your way. Make it as secure as you know how. So they went and made the tomb secure, sealing the stones and setting the guards. The chief priests and the Pharisees, they would not let Jesus win. They would not let him even gain in his death. And they needed to guard the tomb. Put a seal and guards to make sure the body of Jesus would not be taken by his disciples. Today, as I've thought through these things, I'm reminded about where we set our eyes. The disciples, I'm sure, were discouraged, and when they looked back on what was happening, it reminds me of Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 and 2. Teach us a great truth, the importance of where we set our eyes. If we set our eyes on things of this earth, it is not the same as if we set our eyes on things that are above. It says in Colossians 3, 1 and 2, If then you are raised with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ is, sitting at the right hand of God. Set your mind on things above, not on things of this earth. Today, as we think through what we have celebrated this week, as we look forward to Easter Sunday tomorrow and worshiping together virtually, let us remember that we need to set our eyes or our mind on things that are above, rather than the things that are on this earth.
Who has held the oceans in his hand? Who has numbered every grain of sand? Kings and nations tremble at his voice. All creation rises to rejoice. Behold our God, seated on his throne. Come, let us adore him. Behold our King, nothing can compare. Come, let us adore him. Who has given counsel to the Lord? Who can question any of his words? Who can teach the one who knows all things? Who can fathom all his wondrous deeds? Our God, seated on his throne, come let us adore hearts of sinful man. God eternal, humble to the grave. Jesus, our Savior, risen now to reign. Our God, seated on his throne, come let us adore him. Behold our King, nothing can compare. Come let us adore him. You will reign forever. You will reign forever. You will reign forever. You will reign forever. Behold our God, seated on his throne. Come let us adore him. Behold